Shalom, shalom, shalom. Are you going through growing pains right now? If so, this message is going to encourage you, help you to endure, but also just let you know that you are not alone. Me personally, I am addicted to bettering myself. I'm addicted to growing, and I am on a nonstop healing myself, healing thyself journey. My first and foremost healing comes from the Most High Yah. He knows how to renew my mind. He knows how to heal my heart. He knows how to renew my spirit. He knows how to refresh my soul. So I go to him first and foremost. But then I also have a counselor. Yes, me, a almost licensed mental health counselor, invest in counseling. It's a beautiful thing. Having somebody that's unbiased to talk to is a beautiful thing. I know a lot of worldly people, have this stigma when it comes to mental health, but you gotta understand, Yah has placed people in every profession. There are Ruach HaKodesh, Holy Ghost, Spirit of Yah filled people in this profession, and I'm one of them. But nonetheless, if you are going through growing pains right now, it's not going to be easy. Pain hurts. Healing hurts. Growing hurts. But you're going to be so much better for it. A lot of people tend to get so caught up in how they are and how they're feeling and how they're thinking that it turns around and starts to define them. Some people who have been victims of trauma, abuse, whether it's emotional, physical, mental, sexual, like there's all types of abuse out there. And although you are hurting and you're in pain because you are a victim, you can't let what happened to you define you. And you can't identify with that trauma, with that pain, with that abuse either. When it comes to healing, the healing journey is a long journey. I will argue it's a lifelong journey because usually we've lived 10, 20, 30 years and really just went through the motions. Some of us have been in survival mode for as long as we can remember. Some of us had multiple instances of traumatic things that have shaped us. Some people went through one traumatic experience and it shaped them. When it comes to like your healing journey, it's something that you really got to do for you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a lot of nights that you're going to cry. You're going to be triggered a lot because when you start to become more aware of how you feel and the things that you've experienced, sometimes those raw emotions are going to come back up. And it's usually because you never dealt with that thought. You never dealt with that emotion. You never dealt with that pain. Right then and there, you suppressed it, whether you did it consciously or subconsciously. We can't allow our hurt and our pain to continue to stop us from manifesting the purpose that is already placed inside of us. There are people who need your gifts. There are people who need whatever it is that the Most High put you here to do. But until you learn how to heal and until you learn how to continue to grow, you're going to be stagnant. You're going to just exist. You're not going to live. And the fact of the matter is, not everybody's actually going to invest the time to properly heal. We've heard this cliche saying time and time again, hurt people hurt people. That is true. But what about healed people healing people? If more of us focused on our own healing journeys, we wouldn't be so concerned with comparing ourselves to others. Never compare hurt, pain, and trauma to someone else's hurt, pain, and trauma. Never, ever. Because what may affect you may not affect me. But that does not give you or I the right to invalidate that experience or to invalidate that reality. Healing is very important. Because if you start to understand what the enemy does, when you start to understand the many agendas that are at play in this world, you'll see that remaining unhealed plays into that. And remaining unhealed essentially means that you are agreeing with the simple fact that you choose to be defeated instead of an overcomer, instead of a conqueror. Growing pains is inevitable in this life, whether you're talking physically, emotionally, or even mentally, and especially spiritually as well. It's going to be hard at first. It's not a beautiful process. It doesn't feel good at all. But when you look back and you see that you're not the same person that you once were, the things that used to affect you don't affect you. You're not allowing yourself to be abused in any way, shape, or form. You're learning how to respectfully and assertively and articulately speak up. You're learning how to speak up for yourself. You're learning how to make sure that you get what you need. You're making sure that you understand how to convey your needs to your loved ones, especially if you're married. Yah has that special person for you to complete you. I'm blessed to have my wife because me and her have helped to heal one another since the moment we started talking on that level. I know not everyone's fortunate to have a loved one or a spouse. So that's where I will recommend a counselor. Having an unbiased, trained professional to talk to help you to get unstuck, to help you to learn skills, to help you to begin your healing journey, whether that's through medication, whether that's through just psychotherapy, whether that's through, which is just kind of talk therapy, whether it's psychoeducation, which is giving you some information and knowledge about certain things. It's very helpful. I go by a AAA approach, in my clinical theoretical orientation. Acknowledge, accept, address. You have to be aware of what's hurting you, what's causing you pain. Then you have to accept that it is your reality. You can't lie to yourself about it. You can't be mad and then lie and say that I'm not mad or you're not mad. That doesn't make sense. But once you acknowledge it, once you accept it, now you address it. Whether that's learning a new skill, whether that's setting up a boundary, whether that's really just completely allowing someone to walk out of your life or you walking out of someone else's life. Whether it's a family member, a friend, a parent, whatever it is, we deserve the right to have peace. We deserve the right to have a space where we can heal in peace, without conflict, without drama, without confrontation. So if you're going through growing pains right now, please continue to endure, because there's somebody out there that's waiting on you to be healed so that you can help them to heal. Shalom.